All right, we're here with Alicia Zappatella. She's fighting tomorrow night, her first amateur fight, but this young lady is definitely not.
All right, fight fans, keep it rocking and rolling. I'd like to let you know that if you support this great League of Michigan Mixed Martial Arts at its finest, talk about Warrior Extreme Cage Fighting, of course. We got $10 t-shirts. They're located right on the entrance of where you came in. All goes to a great cause, keeping this organization alive. 7 years strong, and so many long nights under the hot lights of the cage. $10 t-shirts to support WXC here this evening. Introducing your fighter out of the blue corner. Please put your hands together for Marcus Wheeler.
Well, we have a regular, usual suspect back in our, or on his way back to our cage, in Marcus Wheeler.
Yeah, Marcus Wheeler, one of the most active fighters in the WXC circuit. Guy has a ton of fights. He always comes to put on the show, win, lose, or draw. You know, he's exciting. And a guy that, you know, you don't fight this many fights and not love to fight. And it's nice to see a guy that's, you know, loves the competition. But he's going to have his hands full because we got a young and a hungry upcomer in John Chalbeck that he's going against. Yeah,
this is, that's the thing with Marcus. I don't know how much he cares. He almost probably likes it, because fighting somebody who's not good at this point, why?
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
I just wish that Marcus, like with his abilities, could you imagine if he would have spent a year or two at like a Michigan top team or any of the any of the solid teams?
No, you know, we say that about a lot of these guys because there is so much talent within this state, but you can't do it alone. You're only as strong as the people around you, the people that are going to be able to help you evolve as a fighter, that are going to give you those skills that are necessary to be competitive. And a lot of these guys have all the talent in the world, but they plateau. They don't get in the necessary camps to allow their abilities to reach their full potential.
Yeah, and it's not personal. A lot of camps, they get very possessive over fighters, and they take great offense if they leave and move on. But like sometimes it's just the right call, the right decision. You need to move on. And I know, Drew, you can speak to this a little bit. I mean, you made a move, you know, last year that has impacted you.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I think it benefited me big time. You know, all around game. Definitely with my stand-up. So. Yeah, definitely. You know, you got to be where you get pushed, not where you're the best at the gym. You know, it took me a while to realize that, but you know, I think I made the right move.
Yeah, I see a lot of the. We had 3 guys that crossed from True Fighter over to SFS, and I think there was a lot of hoopla about that. But you know, love the True Fight team. Think they're phenomenal, but I can't blame the guys for crossing and moving the way they did either.
No, I agree. I mean, it's a whole different, you know, True Fighter, they work hard. With those guys, you know, they were kind of plateauing a little bit. You know, they do improve every time. You know, Kelly does a great job with those guys. But they needed that extra push, because those guys, you see where they're weaker at was their ground game. And they went to the perfect gym for SFS.
And speaking of SFS, John Chalbeck, he made a very impressive debut, finishing his opponent with a spinning back kick. He wanted us to note that he's a graduate of the University of Michigan, so hats off. That's a definite accomplishment. He's been boxing for 19 years. Says he has a 21-3 amateur boxing record. So the guy comes with a lot of tutelage.
Cage fighting formal introductions. The following contest is being brought to you this evening by ACSLive.tv, proudly providing all of our video footage from this evening's show. Thank you very much. Introducing your fighters. First, fighter to my right. Tonight, he is out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, trimmed in white and red. He comes to us at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in 155 pounds. A freestyle mixed martial artist, putting his undisclosed record on the line here tonight on behalf of Grandmaster Bay and the IDC MMA Fight League. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Marcus Iceman Wheeler! His opponent across the cage, man to my left. Tonight, he is out of the red, coming to us in the black trunks, trimmed in venom white. He stands in at 5 feet, 8 inches tall, weighing 156 pounds, with a background in boxing and wrestling. Proudly putting his 1-0 record on the line here tonight. On behalf of James Gray, Steve Whittekemper, and Tim Farr for Team Scorpion Fighting Systems. He is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings of Howell, Steel Tattoos, Shy Lesnar Photography, U of M, and a boxing coach. Ladies and gentlemen, the Florida Keys Kid, John Chalbeck.
John has a couple fans here, I think.
SFS always shows us their fighters a lot of love, a lot of fan support for that team.
Get ready for round 1 action. That's happening here.
Yeah, this one is going to be a fight that I'll tell you don't blink, because both these guys, you know, they could finish it in one shot. So.
Let's talk about that referee real quick. I'm talking about a bad man.
Yes, indeed. Probably one of the most underrated Michigan pros.
I'm so shocked he's not in UFC.
Yeah, I know. Really.
I think he's probably one of the most well-rounded in Michigan as a pro.
Yeah. Absolutely agree.
We're talking about somebody who sticks with the basics too, and he does the basics very well. And his jiu-jitsu is just
ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah. Talking about pressure. You can't breathe on a man on top of you.
So far, John Chalbeck is. Ooh, nice knee. Hey.
Big takedown. That was a nice knee, and John back up to his feet immediately.
Yeah, that's just a nice standing guillotine. That's pretty nasty.
He could drop his hip into it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a bad spot.
He's out.
Yeah, did you see that? It was a single tap, and we've seen enough controversy about that. The single tap is actually not officially a tap.
Yeah, well, he tapped, and then Jason checked him, and
yeah. Oh no, I agree with the call. I'm saying though, as a fighter, if you want the stoppage, you need to tap more than once.
Absolutely. We just see a UFC's past show, a fighter one tapped.
A single tap, and that was not a good call.
And the referee stopped it, and the guy's like, "What are you talking about?" And Joe Rogan called it out.
Yeah.
well, Chalbeck moves to 2-0, 2 quick finishes, 1 submission, 1 knockout. Kid's got a bright future ahead of him, and I'm just excited to see him inside the WXC cage and maybe take on a little bit of a couple competition at 155.
Sportsmanship to one another, big shake of the hands in between, as we get ready to bring it inside of the winner's circle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a special note of recognition to Mr. Marcus Wheeler, who took this fight on just 2 days' notice. One time for Mr. Marcus Wheeler. Long-time veteran of the cage. And, of course, your winner at 1 minute and 49 seconds in the very first round, by way of guillotine choke, Mr. Florida Keys Kid, John Chalbeck.
Probably not the finish that we expected from 2 strikers, right?
No, not at all. But I'm sure working with a camp like SFS,
Right, we got John right here in the winner's
he's
circle.
no stranger to the submission game.
Another short, sweet victory for you inside the cage here with WXC. Please, John, tell us who you have to thank.
I want to thank everyone that came out here to support me. I want to thank my mom that came out for the first time, my first MMA fight she got to see. I want to thank my dad who's in heaven, who's looking down at me, keeps me safe, to keep me relaxed when I fight. All these people that think I'm just a boxer, let's fight.
Thanks for one more time for Mr. John Chalbeck. All right, I've just heard word from Mr. Matchmaker himself, Michael Pettinelli. Boss side of our pet store that we've been brewing and stewing something as far as this professional card goes. You guys heard me mention it earlier. It's happening here Saturday, February the 7th, and we want to showcase one of these matchups that's going to be on this professional mixed martial arts card here with Warrior Xtreme Cagefighting. So if you would please put your hands together for two of these legendary, from the bottom to the top, stars and scrappers themselves. I want to give it up for Jerome, the Ox Adler, and Devin, Bad News Brown. Both of these boys been banging in our cage for a long time. This is going to be one of the professional matchups that you can see February the 7th at Warrior Xtremes, fully loaded, right here at the Crystal Gardens in Southgate, Michigan. Two of the best in the business at this time. Get ready to go toe-to-toe, blow for blow. And now you know it's happening here in 2 weeks. Best of luck to both these gentlemen. They step inside the professional cage and Warrior Xtremes fully loaded. With Jerome, the Ox Adler, and Mr. Devin, Bad News Brown, baby.
All right, we're here with Alicia Zappatella. She's fighting tomorrow night, her first amateur fight, but this young lady is definitely not